Hi and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a quick unboxing video on my new IBM, well new to me, IBM 3850 Model 2 server. This is going to be my new Proxmox Virtualization server, and I'm really excited to open this thing up. I've been waiting for a long time to get one of these specific computers, and today's the day I got it. So yeah, join me and we'll take a look at this thing. Okay, so this is the box right here. And it is heavy. This is like 100 pounds for this actual box here. Let's see it. There's something good. I mean, you know, if this server isn't any good for whatever reason, I can probably, you know, just sell the scrap metal for about as much as I paid for it. So looks like they wrapped it up pretty good. Yeah, I saw this one online, and it was priced. I couldn't refuse the price, and even though I don't really need to upgrade my servers right now, I just couldn't say no, so I bought it. Oh man, that's heavy. There we go. Okay, we got it. There she is. It's a 4U server. Got 72 gigs of RAM, according to the listing. Doesn't have any hard drives in it. And it takes 2.5-inch drives. So I'm gonna have to figure that out, because I sort of invested in 3.5-inch drives. And now this guy's 2.5, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to do there. But there she is. What's up for the seat? Whoa! There you have it. Beauty. IBM. The good stuff. Formerly the good stuff. Of course, this is now no longer a server company or a computer company. It's a financial company that moves money from one account to another. Back in the day, IBM was the company to beat for any sort of computer. Let's take a quick look inside. Should be able to pop that up somehow. There we go. Nice instructions on the lid there. Got everything. Pull the hot swap fans, I/O boards, how to add more CPUs. This one's equipped with 4 Xeon processors, so pretty skookum. They're 4-core units. They're not 6-core, which, well, you know, I'd like the 6-core, but 4-core is going to be about double what I have right now for a server, so it should give me a good performance boost. So there we have the inside. Looks like up here we've got memory. We've got stacks of it. Let's just take a look at this stuff. Oops. Basically here is the memory, and if you push it this way, the whole memory block comes right out. This is pretty much hot swap memory. Wow, that's pretty cool. See, how do you remove that? Yeah, looks like a lot of work. Let's try to unlock it. See if we can pull that out. Nope. Well, I'm gonna leave that plugged in. So you can see underneath there's a bunch of memory sitting in each of those card cages, which is great. And these ones here on the other side, we got more memory. Also a good thing. I've got one CPU visible there, another CPU on this side. Big fans, and look at the way the fans are laid out. So we've actually got two fans here. We've got sort of an inside fan and a sort of an outside fan. So I guess that is to drive that air. I suspect, well, I suspect first off this is going to throw off a lot of heat. But I also suspect it's going to make a lot of noise. So I'm probably going to have to do a fan mod to quiet these fans down, slow them down a bit. You know, the risk it's going to wear out the computer quicker, but you know, at the same time, it'll keep my sanity if I do that. So can do a fan mod like I did with my Dell boxes that I've got. I've reduced their fan speed down using a resistor, and they're quiet enough so that they sound like a, you know, a loud home computer. So I'm going to do the same here. And I just noticed under the CD-ROM section here, here's the CD-ROM, that under there's actually a CPU hiding right there. So there's 4 CPUs in this unit. So that's one of them. There's probably another one on the other side there. And then we've got these 2 ones that are visible that we can see easily. Not quite sure why not all 4 are visible. Don't know anything about this machine yet. This is really my first view of it, other than, you know, browsing online. So there's probably a reason. It's IBM. They always have a reason, right? Right? Don't they? I don't know. Okay. So in the back here we've got our expansion cards. There's a screw in this thing right here, which is a bit annoying. I don't know if this just comes out. Oh yeah, there we go. It just flops right out, which is great. If you've ever seen old IBM computers, so the micro-channel computers from like the early 90s, late 80s, I think, all the PS2 systems, they were actually really cool because they were the first computers, small computers, that had really modular systems, and everything could be pulled in and out, you know, but clipping it in and clipping it out rather than having to screw everything together. If you know an old PC, everything was screwed in. The microchannel ones were the first ones to have these knobs, latches to pull everything out. This computer, you know, it's obviously a very high-end computer. It's a business machine, so you'd expect that sort of stuff. But that type of, you know, technology, I'm sure it was in, you know, mainframes back in the 90s, but that was really invented by IBM for small computers with their PS2 line. So it's kind of cool to see that sort of technology extend out to these machines here. Now, there's some goodies here. There are 3 expansion cards already in the system. Let's take a look at what they are. Woohoo! Look at that. So this is the back of the machine, and look what I scored. 4 fiber channel cards. That's going to be fun. I mean, I don't know what the specs are on these, but if they're 4 gigabit fiber channel, yeah, it says 4 gigabit right there. So if they're 4 gigabit ones, that's 16 gigabits of bandwidth, which would be pretty awesome. And probably this computer's got enough power to handle all 4 of those cards and give me almost full throughput, which is exciting. Computer's got, the 3850's got something great here, and it's got a standard SAS connector, which is nice, so I don't have to buy a card for it. But you see these are expansion slots. You can basically connect 2 3850s together, and instead of getting, you know, I got a 16 core machine right here, put 2 together, now I've got a 32 core machine. So it's a very cool little architectural feature that I'm impressed with. This is my remote access card right there, so I can log in and power it up and whatnot from remote, which is a handy feature. I keep a Raspberry Pi connected, and I use that to power up servers, power down servers when I need to if they go haywire. And then there's 2 power supplies, 8.6 amps, I guess. What's that? I don't know, 800, 900 watts, something like that. Sorry, my math skills aren't very good right now. Got to think about this. So, a couple of power supplies. Apparently on this one you have to plug in both power supplies, or else 2 of the CPUs won't run. So it's designed to prevent overloads. And then in the unit, there's I like how everything's labeled. That's pretty cool. There's a little foam thing here, which is neat. There's a USB plug inside, which you might use for ESXi, or I don't use ESXi. I use Proxmox. But you could make a bootable USB stick and plug that in. And that way, you're not booting off your hard drives. There's a RAID controller built into these, so I'm hoping to put in 8 terabytes or so of RAID storage once I find 2.5-inch drives for a good price. Interesting, that slot there. I don't know if that's PCIe or what it is. It doesn't quite look like it from this angle. A WOL bypass. What the heck is that? Sorry, the autofocus is not autofocusing here. Well, I can't really see that, but yeah, WOL bypass. Not sure what that is. Look at that. Try to get the focus in here. Power on password and power on. Force power on. Oh, those are jumpers right there. So those 2 jumpers there must control that. Power on password and force power on. I don't know exactly what force power on means, but I can guess what it means. SAS power right there. It looks like there's a big power bus. And look at these cables, like they're, we got individual wires inside, but there's this fabric or plastic sort of fabric stuff wrapping everything. So it's, high quality stuff. And this is what I love about IBM. What used to be IBM is that, it's not cheap junk. It's really, really cool, really well engineered. Moving up to here, I've got an SAS connector right there. I can see it, and that's going to the drive bay up front. So there's 4 drive bays right there. You can see those 2.5-inch ones. This one just has a couple of slots there, so that's going to be the next investment to get this computer running. So here's the front panel of the system. It's got this protective cover on it. Got to figure out how to get that off. It seems to just want to pop off. Oh, there's a little latch there. See that there? Let's see if we can pop that off somehow. Latch. There we go. And it just pops off. And then I've got my 2.5-inch drive caddies. Now I hope these are caddies and not just covers, but I'm starting to think they're covers based on how they feel. What do we got? Yeah, shoot, that's just a cover. Well, it looks like I need to buy some caddies. Is there any way I can cheat? Might be able to cheat in there. Yeah, might be able to, but it's not going to be pretty. 2 USB connectors up front, and then there's a small panel as well up front here. Sorry I'm moving the camera around so much. Small panel comes out. This is your control panel. Guess this shows warnings, fan, temperature, memory, etc., etc. Light path diagnostics. Ooh, the marketing team really outdid themselves there. Anyways, so there's my front panel. It's all metal. Little handle there, you can pull it out of the rack. Yeah, it's looking pretty sweet. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope it was enjoyable for you. And I hope you'll tune in my channel again. See you soon.